Yo, 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 yo. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Max and Juan Cast live show, weekly pick'em with my co-host Max. Max, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. One late night pickums. Man, I'm
Late
sad to say
night,
you're closing the fucking gap, but it might be too
12
little,
and
too late.
3. 12 and 3, baby.
Yeah, but that
I'm
it's
I'm
just
chipping. I'm
how
chipping
many weeks
away
are
at
left?
it.
You gotta go for it. One, you gotta put
There's
yourself
look,
on the line.
there's 3 weeks left. I think I can get you with a couple picks. I don't know. I try to go with some underdogs that can possibly win. I did it again this week, but I'm gonna keep chipping away at it, bro, because we got playoffs too. Maybe I can get back in the playoffs. We shall see. All right. All I know, I'm in the mix, dog. I'm like the Raiders. I'm right there in the mix. I started off bad, 0-4 status, but I'm here. I'm here. I'm sniffing. I'm in the back right now. I'm
There's no vote
sniffing
of
in.
confidence from me. There's no vote of confidence. I'm not Mark Davis. You're not Josh McDaniels. I'm not gonna give you the vote.
um, we appreciate you guys joining with us, man. Anyone that's in the live audience or in the live chat, make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. If you guys are new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And anyone that's watching the after recording of this, welcome. Okay. Hope you guys enjoy the show and do all those other things like I just said. Like the video, man. Helps out a lot. Uh football. Week 14. Look, man, it's not as good as last week, honestly. I think last week was a great slate of games. But we got a couple like under the radar kind of things. We got the spotlight this week of Herbie versus Tua. That's the big matchup of the week. We got a couple AFC East showdowns with the Jets and the Bills. That one should be good. But overall, Max, is there anything in particular that caught your eye that you want to speak on or anything like that?
The biggest things that caught my eye one were the fact that the amount of bye weeks in week 14 is kind of like crazy. It's like 6 teams
You
on
don't play
bye.
fantasy, so why do you care?
I mean, I have
You
to,
don't care about
I won last
fantasy.
week. I won, so
You
shut the
don't
fuck
care
up.
though. You don't
Yeah,
care.
but no, I mean,
You don't care.
I'm here. You know what I mean? I'm here. I compete by working hard. That's
Hey,
how you
look.
compete. But the Thursday night game is not the great start to this shit. Any game the Rams are in this year, even with Baker Mayfield, I mean, the commercials might start fucking flowing in again. You know what I mean? It's just like, come on, Baker.
Yeah.
Whose house is this, Juan? Whose house?
It's everyone's house. We've been
It's
saying that for
Baker's,
about.
maybe.
Raider fans are gonna take over this, man. Raiders at LA playing the Rams on Thursday night. Raiders are 6-point favorites. Over under is 44 points. And injuries for the Rams, man, it is piled up. And I really want to spend this segment on really the Rams more than the Raiders because I got a couple of thoughts and opinions, and I want to hear what you think also. Cooper Kupp on IR, of course. Matthew Stafford, he's officially on IR.
IR. It's a fucking
Yeah,
stash 'em. You know what I mean?
exactly. Allen Robinson, he's on IR. And Aaron Donald, who before last week never missed a game in his whole career, his Hall of Fame career. He is missing 2 in a row for obvious reasons. Team sucks. They're not going to do anything this year, which is a shame because they can't even tank for a draft pick because the Lions got their draft pick. Super Bowl champs are looking down, man. On the Raiders side, injuries for them. Darren Waller, he's out. I doubt him and Renfro are going to play in this one. They're eligible to come back this week, but on a short week, I think McDaniels wants to get them some practice. Makes no sense for them to play in this game. So we'll see about that. And Rock Ya-Sin, late tonight, just got an update. He is out for this game. So no Rock
Wow.
Ya-Sin and no Waller and no Renfro. Look, man, we'll do the picks right now, okay? We're both rolling with the Raiders.
Yeah.
Look, Baker Mayfield, Walford, Perkins, who the fuck cares, bro? It's a short week for the Rams. Their injuries are piled up. They got 2 players that you got to watch for. It's Bobby Wagner and Ramsey. And unfortunately, the Raiders have Devontae Adams and Josh Jacobs, and they're rolling, dude. They're rolling. They got 3 in a row. The one hope that the Rams have is that this is a Raiders team that lost to Jeff Saturday and the Colts. So there's that.
So what's the conversation? I'm interested. Like, I'm waiting. I'm still waiting. I want to hear.
My thing is there a possibility that Matthew Stafford is done for his career? So I know it says concussion, right?
Why?
What I've been hearing.
Who gives a fuck? Even if it's a concussion, how many has he had?
Too many to fucking call.
That's what I'm saying. Like the Matthew Stafford guys and girls and whoever's out there listening, this isn't no quarterback that's young. This is the 08 draft one. He'd been in the league about 14 years. He was in the NFL when you could still hit people.
Yeah.
He's a different breed of quarterback. He's a tough SOB. And I wouldn't be surprised if he has a neck injury. You know, he's been through a lot personally. Remember, his wife had a brain tumor, I think it was. And he had to take care. His wife was sick. He got the monkey off his back. I mean, he has a Hall of Fame caliber career. Is he a Hall of Famer? That's up to you guys.
Right.
Well, maybe just call it. Why not? Would anyone be really mad at him? This guy's been a warrior. He's constantly been banged up for 2 years. He's banged up last year. And into this year, every time you look at him, he looks like he's limping.
Yeah. The way I see it, guy's been in the league forever. The biggest thing, Max, is that they won the Super Bowl. Literally nothing else matters. They try to run it back this year. They begged Aaron Donald and Sean McVay not to retire, basically, for a chance to run it back. And it's been a complete disaster. But they're playing with house money. What do you expect?
I mean, what do you mean a disaster? Like, yeah, it's been bad this year, but you're telling me you wouldn't take this year if it meant Super Bowl for a team that's
no, but I'm saying as far as the 2021 season, it has been an absolute disaster for the Rams.
I think next year's going to be
the worst record. It's the worst record by far by a Super Bowl champion.
And that's because, and I think you'd agree with me, because there's never been a Super Bowl team that built like the Rams, where it was like push every chip into the table. It wasn't like a team where, oh, we're just a piece away. Let's just throw in a first for next year, and we'll just miss the. It was like, no, let's throw in our whole draft class.
Right.
But Odell fixed these problems. Odell could fix them.
So, looking at Baker Mayfield, I know you're gonna laugh because it's laughable. He's been arguably the worst quarterback in the league if Russell Wilson didn't play this season. Not looking at it from a Thursday night perspective or this season in general, do you like the pedigree pick of getting Baker Mayfield? I know Richard Sherman, if he was here right now, would probably slap me for saying it because he hates this conversation. But based off the dude's pedigree, does he have a chance?
What's wrong with that? Because the Rams aren't going to pick in the first next year. They're not going to have a high pick in the draft at all, right? They have no really high pick. So why not take a risk on a guy who, unless you have amnesia, has proven he can be a good quarterback, Juan? Is that not a fact? Baker Mayfield's had years of being a good quarterback. This year, bad, horrible. Don't even start that bullshit. Don't even fucking hate, because he was
I would say this.
Rookie year,
I would say this. He's had a 1.5 good years. 1.5. I would count his rookie year as a half year. He didn't play the whole year. He looked good.
No, he came in
for
late.
A rookie, he looked good.
I'm saying it's funny because we've always talked about that conversation with that draft class of like, man, after year one, you were like, fucking Baker's going to be great.
Right.
Josh Allen's going to be a nightmare.
Right.
Lamar's going to be a nightmare.
Yeah.
Oh, Josh Rosen looked okay. Who's the other quarterback in the draft?
I don't know who said that. I definitely
I don't know. I'm making that one up a little bit. Josh Rosen was asked from day one. But the thing is, if you're the Rams, you take a risk. Hey, Stafford comes back. Let him be the fucking backup.
Right.
Baker Mayfield has talent, guys.
And I would say that
putting that talent to use, we don't know.
Yeah. Because if I'm Matthew Stafford, I'm retired. I'm done. I won a Super Bowl.
Yeah. You're banged up.
You're banged up. Why would you come back to this Rams team?
He made all that money on those commercials this year.
he's made a lot of money in his career in general.
Yeah.
Like,
So, one, I would say this was this also a move just to fuck the Niners a little bit?
I don't know. So I've been hearing that, but I think the reports came out. Excuse me if I'm wrong, but the Niners didn't put in a claim for Baker. I think the Rams were the only team to put in a waiver claim for him. So I was thinking that at first too, but now that I heard that, I'm kind of like, oh, well, obviously they didn't want him, kind of thing, you know. But if they did, fuck yeah, I would do it. Like it's a division opponent. Maybe it's a little get back at Christian McCaffrey, because the Rams were in the mix for it. But if Sean McVay can't resurrect Baker Mayfield, I mean, he's done, right? This is the end of the road.
The rope's getting short.
Yeah.
Like, it wouldn't surprise me if like the Rams cut him in the preseason next year.
That'd be crazy, man.
Does he really are you really thinking like, oh, he'll definitely be on the roster next year? Definitely.
I would hope so. He would have to play like he's playing this year.
I get you hope so, but I'm saying if you were gonna bet, do you like what's the percentage Baker's on the roster? Like 60 next year?
I would go a little bit higher, probably about 75%.
Yeah, but I'm saying for a first overall pick, a guy who's like shown some glimpses,
And he's
you would
dirt
say
cheap.
like look at Mitch Trubisky. Every year you'd be like, oh, he's gonna be on an NFL roster 100%.
Right.
But Baker, you're like 75%. So
yeah, we'll see, man. It's crazy to see where Baker Mayfield has ended up. It's going to be interesting what happens to the Rams. Maybe McVay retires next year. Maybe Aaron Donald retires. Maybe they just have a horrible 49ers-esque bad offseason where a bunch of people just wind up leaving.
Hopefully there's no domestic violence that offseason, but yeah.
For their fullback. Well, they don't have fullback, so I don't got to worry about that.
Skowronek
fullback. But there goes a little Rams talk for you guys. I wanted to get your opinion really on Matthew Stafford retiring, because I think it is a possibility. Because it's not just a concussion, Max. It's what I've heard. It's something with a spinal, something like contusion or something. Like he's been having shit all year. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awful, bro. Like,
yeah.
And then he has the elbow thing with the whole Tommy John shit.
Yeah, he got that Jack Yondo elbow. That's bad.
Yeah, exactly. So Stafford, man, we'll see what happens. All right, let's move on to Sunday. First game of the week. Jets, Bills. 9-3 Bills hosting the 7-5 Jets. Jets are 9.5 point underdogs in this one. Kind of shocking, honestly. This is a New York Jets team that beat the Buffalo Bills last time. Over under is 44 points. Injuries on the Jets side. Michael Carter, questionable, and Cedric Ogbuehi. I don't know. I don't even know why I attempted that. He's on IR. He got a groin injury. Bills injuries. Von Miller officially out for the year, getting knee surgery on his ACL. So unfortunate news for the Buffalo Bills. And Deion Dawkins, he's questionable for this one. Look, man, are we rolling with Mike White this week?
I'm not, but I will say I agree with your point that, wow, that's shocking of a spread considering the Jets won last time. Dude, the Jets almost beat the Vikings. It was a close game. I would have thought the line would have been like 3.5 1.
Yeah.
But no, I can't go with Mike White. This is an elite defense. He had struggles against Minnesota's kind of poor defense. I'm going with Buffalo 30-17. Buffalo, you need this game to take hold of the division with Miami. Maybe losing this week.
Yeah, I'm rolling with Buffalo too, 24-16. I think it's going to be a close game relatively. But I can't go with Mike White against the Buffalo Bills. Von Miller injury, what does this mean for the Buffalo Bills? Is it big? I think it's huge.
Yeah,
I think it's literally huge for like the AFC Championship in the Super Bowl. Basically the playoff run. Correct. Like this is where this guy was going to exactly the very important part. What he did in the big games this year for the Bills, he did his job. Like when they played the Chiefs, who closed out that game on defense for the most part? Von Miller. Von Miller got signed and he was doing his job this year. The fact that they missed him, it's going to be tough, man. I think that's a big blow.
I think Gregory Rousseau's definitely been playing better than last year. I think Ed Oliver's having the best year of his career.
Facts.
But Von Miller, if you like couple all three of those guys together, you're like, wow, this is a scary little unit. And without Von, it goes from scary to just like good, but we don't know. Are they gonna have a good week or bad week? You know what I mean? It's just like,
Right.
oh, we don't really trust we can get pressure with 4. Because to beat elite quarterbacks, it always starts with getting pressure with 4.
Yeah, and it's kind of scary because this is a Bills team that signed this guy for a 6-year contract, Max. This is 2 out of the last 3 years set season-ending injuries for Von Miller. So this is concerning for him as a player too.
It is, but I mean that's 6 years. We knew he wasn't gonna make it. I know it was planned to make all 6, but we all
It's a
know
lot of
6 wasn't
money. I know
6.
not the 6 years. I know probably of it like 3 years is guaranteed.
Yeah, but I mean,
Still a
he
big
was saying,
fucking
"I'm gonna
deal.
make all 6." No, you're not making it.
I think it's a big deal. I think it can potentially be a big whiff for the Buffalo Bills, man, if he can't get back healthy next year because he's not getting any younger. So it's kind of a scary thing for the Bills, man, for playoff wise of winning. And then the offseason coming up next year, man. We'll see what happens with his cap situation. Bengals hosting the Cleveland Browns. Deshaun Watson is 6-point underdogs in this one. Fun fact about this one, Max. Joe Burrow is 0-5 all time against the Cleveland Browns. He has never beat the Browns since he's been there. The over-under is 47 points. Injuries for the Browns. David Njoku, who he's probable. Taki, the linebacker, he is on IR. And Anthony Schwartz, he is questionable with a concussion. Injuries on the Bengals side. Joe Mixon, he is questionable. Looking like he's going to play, though. It's a good thing for the Bengals to get him back. Hayden Hurst, calf, he is doubtful.
Yeah, and the Bengals one are 8-4, Browns are 5-7, and coming off that win, if you could call it a win against the Texans, where their offense put up a big whopping 0 points. I think the only way the Browns win this game one is if Cincinnati, they've had 2 emotional wins. They beat and they they let it all out against the Chiefs. It was tough. They come out really flat. That's the only way I can see Cleveland winning this game because Deshaun Watson is a shell of himself right now, and it's not something to be disrespectful. This guy hasn't played football in 2 years.
Yeah, he looked terrible last week. It was bad. I don't have faith in the Browns right now. I don't think the Browns are that good of a team.
No, they're not. And
I don't
Cincinnati's
really
showing like we can stop the run. They look like that playoff team that would rise to the fucking occasion no matter what.
Cincinnati looks legit right now. They're looking like one of the top teams in the NFL. It's the Bengals, it's the Bills, it's the Chiefs, and throw in the Eagles and the Bills. I mean, excuse me, the Eagles and the Cowboys. I would say those are the top teams right now that are separated from everyone else. I know everyone wants to talk Minnesota Vikings. I'm not throwing them in that tier. I'm sorry. So rolling with the Bengals this game, 32-17. I think Joe Burrow gets his first win against the Cleveland Browns in his career.
28-14. Sorry, Cleveland. Maybe if Deshaun had been there the whole year, you have a chance. Not this week.
Yeah. Dallas Cowboys, speaking of them, 9-3, playing the worst team in the league.
Just
Houston
show the
Texans.
bets, Juan. Don't show nothing else.
I'm very interested to see this one. Oh my goodness, 17-point underdogs, the Houston Texans. If you want to bet Dallas, you got to bet $2,000 for the money line. 45-point over-unders for points. Injuries for the Texans. Rex Burkhead and Derek Stingley Jr., the corner rookie out of LSU. They're both questionable. Injuries on the Cowboys side. Anthony Brown, he's on IR with an Achilles injury.
That
Look, man, I'm
hurt
going
Dallas a little bit, but I mean,
a little
doesn't
bit,
matter.
just a little bit. Look, I think Dallas is making strides right now. I'm looking forward to Eagles and Cowboys. Hopefully they don't look ahead and get cute with this one and they drop one to the Texans. I think that will be absolute jaw dropping if that happened. I don't think
The
so,
Cowboy
though.
fans would turn so fucking fast on this
Oh
team.
my goodness. Yeah.
I told you guys, Dak specifically be like this. I told you this team won shit. Told you these boys were bummed.
And then First Take and Undisputed will fucking go crazy. They will get #1 ratings. 40-13 Cowboys, though, man. I think they're just too good. You got 54-14. Jesus.
I think Dallas might beat the over-under by themselves this week.
Yeah. Next game. I love this game, Max. You always wanted last week you wanted to bring in the scale out of 1 to 10 on how good a game is. This is like an 8 for me, a strong 8. I legitimately think the Lions can compete with the Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings are 10-2. The Lions are 5-7. They're at home. Minnesota is only 2.5 point favorites. Oh no, underdogs. Wow. Okay. So Vegas is kind of agreeing with me, man. 2.5 point favorites. Detroit Lions at home. Kind of shocked by that line, man.
I'll double check.
Over
I
under.
got it wrong, but I think it's right.
Yeah, I mean, Vegas probably thinks that
It's right. It's exactly
Vikings. Look, I don't know what it is about the Vikings, man. Like, I know they win games. I know Justin Jefferson is amazing, but there's just something about them that seems fucking mid, bro. Like, they don't feel that good. And like their secondary gets so much shit talked about them, but like Patrick Peterson is having like low-key a career like type season.
like
Like
resurgence for sure.
yeah, like he's playing really good. And no one cares. Like I've been going against them for like 2 weeks now. I'm going against them again, dude. I can't believe it, but I am. I'm going with the Lions. I think the Lions can win this game. The Lions are red hot, dude. And I love what Dan Campbell's been doing. I love what they've been doing with the run game. Amon St. Brown has been playing absolutely amazing the last couple of weeks. I got Lions winning 26-24, close game.
I'm taking Minnesota 27-24. I look for Dalvin Cook to have a big game on because we already know about the Vikings. We know JJ. We know KJ Osborne. We know Thielen. TJ Hawkinson play hard against your old team. I'm looking for Dalvin Cook to have a big game against Detroit. Detroit's defense has been better recently, but you can't take them too lightly. They're playing good. Jamison Williams might have an expanded role. I think he played like 8 snaps, and that was really just to get his feet wet. This guy's going to be special. It probably won't be this year, but let's just see where we go.
Yeah. But I really like the Lions lately. You know, remember
what's
in
the
beginning
watchable rating? You said an 8, right?
8.
Yeah, I go
strong
from 8.5. Yeah, I love this game. Detroit, you know, we've talked, you know, everyone's talked so much shit about them, and 5-7, dude. It's really respectable. It's respectable as hell.
And they have a legitimate chance of still making the playoffs. That's what people are not realizing here. Like, I know the NFC East, aka the NFC Beast, is probably going to put like 4 teams in the playoffs, but if one of those teams wind up falling out of commission, like the Giants play the Eagles this week, I'm looking straight at the Giants to see if they fall apart in this second half of the season. And the Lions can sneak in. If they can get some dubs, they can get a big win here on their home turf against one of the quote unquote best teams in the NFC. So this is going to be a big confidence booster if the Lions win this game, dude.
I think if they win this, it's like damn, we can win. We can compete.
Yeah.
You know, it's something a young team needs.
And they're super young, dude. Like, I wanted to mention his name. I keep on forgetting every week, but Aleem McNeil, one of my number 1 D tackle in the draft a couple seasons back.
He's Don't they have the other D tackle I liked? They have 2 of them, though.
Onzarike from Washington.
Oh, yeah, Levi. He's hurt. Levi.
Yeah, he's hurt. But Aleem McNeil has been
a dog.
He's been a dog, man. He's been showing the signs that I've seen on film, and he's been growing. Rodrigo, a.k.a. Rodrigo, their linebacker.
Rodrigo, a.k.a. Rodrigo.
Fan favorite off Hard Knocks.
And they got Aiden, just quietly.
Yeah, and then I know everyone wants to shit on him, but Jeffrey Okudah, resurgence. He's not a lockdown or anything, but he's been playable. He's a starter in this league.
They got Kirby Joseph. I like that kid.
Kirby Joseph is nice too. Yeah, they're young, man. They're young. They got growing pains, but they can compete their ass off, man. It's a Dan Campbell coach team. Let's see what happens this weekend. Hopefully they beat the Vikings. I'm rolling with the Lions this week. Jacksonville Jaguars, divisional matchup going up against the Tennessee Titans, who are 7-5. Jacksonville's 4-8. Jacksonville is 3.5 point underdogs in this one. Money line, Jacksonville is plus 162. Tennessee is minus 195. Over under is 41.5 points. Injuries for the Jags, Andre Sisco, Trevor Lawrence, and Chad Muma, the linebacker. They're all questionable for this one. Injuries on the Titans side, Treylon Burks, Danico Autry, Elijah Molden, all questionable for this one. Look, man, the Jags have just been so up and down this year.
Can I ask you real quick? The
Yeah.
AFC, this division works with Colts can't beat Jaguars.
Yeah.
So Jaguars beat Colts, Titans
Yeah.
beat Jaguars.
Titans dominate Texans, but Texans beat the Jags somehow.
Colts tie. I don't. So how's it work again? Which one? So this is Tennessee beat Jaguars last we checked. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna go Tennessee. I just wanted to get it cleared up because I don't know how the rock paper scissors works in this division.
I know it's so weird, man. I'm going with the Titans too, dude. 28-24. I do think it'll be close because the Jags have just been they play in close games for the most part. No, they got blown out last week by the Lions. It was bad.
I think last week was like that thing we always talk about though, like come out flat after just having like the biggest win of the year. Trevor Lawrence, hopefully he's healthy. He has a foot. I think his foot's a little messed up, and he kind of should be because he got like twisted so nastily.
Yeah.
But Jacksonville, it's gonna be tough this week.
Everyone's gonna be on the Jacksonville Jaguars for next season. Everyone's on them. Maybe the good start this year. Remember when they beat the Chargers early in the year in LA? And we're like, oh my God, like, are the Jags gonna win the AFC South?
And they
like
played
the
Titans
Eagles were struggling.
Down to earth.
Exactly. But I think everyone was a year early on this team. So they're definitely a 2023 watch out team. That dark horse. Everyone's gonna be picking them. Let's go to them. Philadelphia Eagles. Speaking of the devil, 11-1 Eagles facing off the 7-4-1 New York Giants. New York Giants are 7-point underdogs in this one. Over under is 45.5 points. This is the first time that the Eagles are playing the Giants this year, I believe, right? You guys haven't played them all year.
First one, yeah.
Yeah, Dallas Goedert out with a shoulder, of course. Gardner Johnson, kidney, he's questionable. Quez Watkins, he's questionable with a shoulder. And Robert Quinn on IR with that knee injury. Giants injuries, Leonard Williams, Adoree Jackson, and Shane Lemieux. They're all questionable.
That boy got that Cajun.
That Lemieux. They're all questionable for that one, though. Look, I was so excited about this matchup probably about 4 weeks ago, Max. Kind of came back down to earth. I'm dead serious when I said I was very impressed with the Eagles win last week. I don't think they nearly got enough praise for the win that they had against that Tennessee Titans team. But do the Giants have a chance in this one, or is their season going to start crumbling?
I think the Giants just maybe had some bad luck in the just the scheduling luck. One, the loss to Detroit shouldn't have happened like that. They should have beat Detroit, but Detroit's a good football team, so it's not crazy. Then you go up against, they lost someone else, right? A week later.
Yeah.
And then they tie Washington. They lost to Dallas on Thanksgiving.
Right.
They tie Washington, which it's just like tough. And now you're going against a team that's just rolling. And it's like a team that doesn't have any like end in sight type thing. It's just like a machine. I feel like this is just kind of the end of the Giants. They're not out of the playoffs, but it's going to be really tough. They got to beat Philadelphia one of these times.
Look, I think
it maybe starts with Kayvon Thibodeau, who's playing out of his mind, in my opinion.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think he fell into the Giants' lap. I think the Giants are more than happy of having him. I think this is where the Giants start to crumble. Look, maybe they show some life and they beat the Philadelphia Eagles. This will be a huge win for them, but they play the Eagles this week. They got Washington, who they tied with last week, who I think Washington should have won that game. But Minnesota after that, in Minnesota, they got the Colts, winnable game, but then they end the season at Philadelphia. So
the best they can hope for, though, is Philly has a number 1 seed locked up. Maybe they're resting some players, but I mean, if Philly's brain, it's like we're gonna rest guys for 2 straight weeks. That's a long time.
Yeah. It's been weird for the Giants, man, because they have lost the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They haven't won a game in 4 out of their 5 games. They lost against Seattle. They beat Houston. That's the only team that they beat. And Houston actually fought that game.
Yeah, we were talking about like, oh shit, is Houston gonna really beat the freaking Giants?
Yeah. So I don't know, man. This is why I think the Lions can sneak in, because I think the Giants are going to be that team that just falls apart, dude. So I'm rolling with the Eagles 30-20.
I'm going with the Eagles 28-25. I think it'll be a very tough game because it's just that interdivision stuff, and Giants are desperate.
Exactly. Let's go to the AFC North, man. 5-7 Pittsburgh Steelers going up against Tyler Huntley and the 8-4 Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore, 2.5 point underdogs. Yeah, underdogs in this one. Over under is 37 points. Injuries for the Ravens. This is big. Lamar Jackson, of course, out with that PCL injury. He is week to week, I believe, or
Week
did
to
that
week.
change? Week
No,
to
it's
week.
week to week. Yeah.
Okay. Patrick Queen, questionable. Ronnie Stanley, questionable. And injuries on the Steelers side. You got Najee Harris with that ab injury. He is questionable. Look, man. I kind of like Tyler Huntley. Tyler Huntley showed us a little something last year. He came in to mop up duty with Lamar Jackson, and he was literally like a poor man's Lamar. He played just like him, and he kind of looked like him, but he was just wearing number 2. I want to talk about Lamar. If you're Lamar Jackson, do you even play again this year?
Yeah, I think so. I think you'd play. You could
Why
still
would
make a
you,
lot
though?
of. I mean, you don't think he can make himself more money, or you think his value is what it is?
I think it is what it is. What else is he gonna do with this banged up Ravens team? Like, I don't think it's worth it. Now that you're hurt now, only he knows how hurt
Play
he
again,
is. That's
but
I think
it's
that I think that's part of it, Max. His injury, like how serious it really is. But
that's what I was
if
gonna
it's
say.
anywhere of lingering,
Yeah, say maybe you only play when you're really 100%. You don't go try to get out there when you're 90. But you know what? One, they don't need him to win this game. I'm gonna go with the Ravens in a very close game, 14-13. I think this game's gonna be ugly. Baltimore's gonna have to find some cheap ways to get some points. Maybe it's 5 Justin Tucker kicks for for field goals, and Pittsburgh's gonna struggle. I know they looked good against the Colts, but I think Baltimore and Pittsburgh, they just always play each other really well.
I like Pittsburgh in this one, man. I think they match up pretty well with the Ravens. And especially that Lamar is out. I think that big playmaking of Lamar just doing something, it's gonna be gone with the Ravens. They don't have much of a run game. They have no weapons on the offensive side besides Mark Andrews. Like, I like what the Steelers bring. George Pickens, Deontay Johnson, Pat Fairmouth. I like Kenny Pickett to throw at least 1 touchdown in this one. And I'm banking on Tyler Huntley having a turnover in this one, like TJ Watt getting them or Minka Fitzpatrick getting them on a pick 6. I like the chances of the Steelers defense getting a score in this one,
That's
whether
a
it's,
scary thing for sure.
yeah, exactly. So I'm rolling with the Pittsburgh Steelers, man. They're at home. This is not your daddy's Steelers and Ravens rivalry no more. The good old days with Ray Lewis
Pickett
against Troy
versus
Polamalu.
Huntley.
No Big Ben and Joe Flacco no more. Let's go to an AFC West battle. This one's kind of bad, man. The Broncos 3-9 going up against the Kansas City Chiefs, who are 9-3. The Chiefs 9.5 point favorites in this one. 43 points for the over-under in this one. Rolling with the Chiefs, man. 30-17. I
Wow,
don't
you think
have any
Denver's going to
trust.
score 17 points? They must be really clicking today.
I give Russ 2 tubs.
Business is booming. Yeah, let's not spend more time on the Broncos nightmare year.
Yeah, exactly. I'll be shocked if the Chiefs lose this game.
You think the Broncos will break 20 points this year on a side note?
I think they have just once, right, against the Raiders. I think that's the one game.
Hold on. Right now, let me confirm the suspicion.
I thought you said there was no more Broncos slander. We had to get it.
No. This isn't slant. Oh yeah, they got 21 against the Jags, 23 against the Raiders. You think they break 23 against? That's the preseason. That shit don't count. They got 16 against the Texans. They're fucking dog shit. Do you think they get 20? Do you think they get 30 points this year in a game?
No fucking way. Not a
25.
chance. Yeah, they can get a 25 game. They can get a 25. That is terrible, man. All right. Matchup of the year. Tom Brady versus Jimmy Garoppolo. Oh, wait. No Jimmy G for this one. Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant, going up against Tom Brady, the GOAT. 6-6 this year for the Bucks. 8-4 for the Niners, coming off that win against the Miami Dolphins. The spread for this one, Tampa Bay, is 3.5 point underdogs. Wow, against Brock Purdy and the Niners.
Well,
Money
that
line.
looks so fucking great on Monday night. Tom
They
Brady.
didn't look so great, but Tom Brady, man, 3 out of the last 4. Ever since he's got divorced, my guy, he's out here. 37.5 points is the over-under. Bucks injury, Shaquille Barrett on IR, Sean Murphy Bunting, he is questionable, and Antoine Winfield, he is also questionable. Injuries on the Niners side, Elijah Mitchell out, Jimmy G out, Nick Bosa questionable with a hamstring injury.
He'll play.
Yeah. Wow, I just seen your pick, Max. I'm kind of shocked. So, what do you think about this game? What do you think?
Wait. Let me see the pick real quick. Did I fuck up my pick?
Why? Who are you picking?
I thought I was going with the Bucks.
Okay, yeah, I'm going with the Bucks too.
Oh, okay. Then what the fuck you scaring me for, man?
I'm kind of shocked.
It's Brock. Is it the Brock Purdy, baby? It ain't gonna be Purdy.
So, but I thought you just said like the Bucks didn't look special.
I mean, they're figuring it out though. They figuring it out. Like, come on, man. It's like bing bong. Tom Brady, wake the fuck up.
Look, man, I
do see a game where the Niners win is just running the fucking ball at will and just getting a sack and making Tom Brady's life miserable. I see that happening. I almost picked the Niners.
I'm scared for this one because I do think the Niners can win this game. I don't think Brock Purdy is a huge drop off from Jimmy Garoppolo as many people think. But the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, man, they've been hanging around, dude, this whole season. They've just been hanging around. They're so fortunate to be in the worst division in football, where the Carolina Panthers still have a shot at playoffs. That's how bad it's been.
And as you say, Carolina, please one.
Carolina 4-8, Seattle Seahawks 7-5. Betting info for this one: Seattle only 3.5 point favorites. Over under is 44 points. Injuries on the Panthers side: PJ Walker probable, Xavier Woods and Matt Ioannidis, whatever. I cannot sing. Ioannidis. There you go. Both of them are questionable. Seahawks, Kenny Walker, big injury, man. He has an ankle.
He is questionable. Ankle is what they're calling it.
It's so weird. And also Ryan Neal, the safety, he's questionable. It's so weird. I heard a quote from Pete Carroll. He said he's never seen this ever.
Yeah.
In his whole career. That's kind of crazy. Pete Carroll is one of the oldest coaches in the NFL, and he's never seen an injury like this from Kenny Walker. So kind of concerning for the Seattle Seahawks, man. They played the Rams last week. They got down early. They wound up beating them. I'm kind of worried about the Seahawks, man, because I think this is a horrible matchup for them. As far as like the Carolina Panthers can run the ball with Dante Foreman, and Seattle can't stop a nosebleed right now. Josh Jacobs did one of the most greatest games in NFL history with 300 plus scrimmage yards, and Cam Akers, who got resurrected last week, looked like an absolute god against the Seattle Seahawks.
You know what? I would say that, but the passing offense for the Raiders is a different beast. McVay's more creative than anybody on Carolina's staff. It'll be a close game because I agree it's a bad matchup, but I'm going Seattle 21-20.
I got the Panthers, man, 31-28. I don't like this spot.
It's scary. Seahawks. Seattle needs this one though. Bad.
Yeah. It's a bad spot for them. Okay, game of the week. Miami Dolphins going up against the LA Chargers. Chargers at home, 6-6. Dolphins 8-4, coming off that loss against the Niners. And then the Chargers coming off the loss against the Raiders. So both of these teams coming off losses. Let's see what Vegas thinks. Vegas has the Miami Dolphins on the road favored by 3 points. The over-under is 52 points total. Injuries on the Dolphin side. Teron Armstead, he's out with a pec injury. Austin Jackson, ankle, he's on IR. Tua, probable with an ankle injury from last week. And then Chargers, Mike Williams, questionable. Corey Linsley, Bryce Callahan are also questionable. Quick little note on the Miami Dolphins. They signed Eric Fisher this week with the part of Austin Jackson going on IR. So that's something to keep an eye on. They got Eric Fisher playing. So this is a little revisit to the 2020 NFL draft. Both of these quarterbacks have been talked about numerously. You're going with the Chargers another week?
Absolutely. I'm going with the team with an actually good quarterback.
I got the Dolphins, man. I think they're a better team.
So
up and down.
Let me explain a little bit more than just a good quarterback. I think the way the Chargers are built is to stop the pass only. So Miami can't run the ball,
even though Devontae Adams had
whatever. Shut the fuck up. Doesn't matter.
It
doesn't matter
against the pass.
It doesn't matter.
I think it does matter.
They're going to be a little smarter. You know, Brandon Staley's never seen Devontae Adams before, so it was like his first time.
I don't think he's ever seen Tyreek Hill before.
He's seen him all the time. I saw him last year. He knows what he's about. Derek Carr actually has a fucking arm. All right. Okay. Look, I'm going with the Chargers because I think Herbert's going to have his like I don't do it. Does Herbert have a coming out party? He usually had it, right? Everyone knows Herbert's good, right?
I think everyone assumes that Herbert is good because everyone
he's good because he's fucking good.
He's good, but I think he's a touch overrated. He's a touch overrated.
Fucking drugs, first of all.
He is a touch overrated because he gets talked about in the same breath as Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes, guys that have won in this league. Let's just be real. And let's go ahead and be consistent here because everyone gives shit about Derek Carr because he loses games. Justin Herbert loses games. That's plain and fact.
No,
yes, the Chargers
fell.
The
Chargers lose fucking games.
Shut up, Max, because no one wants to say that with the fucking Raiders. Yes, I agree. The Chargers do not help Justin Herbert all that much. He has a lot on his shoulders, and he has to do a lot more than
in terms
other quarterbacks
of being
have to do.
Fucking quarterback and making plays with shit around them and just doing craziness. It's Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, and Justin fucking Herbert.
Is he
Derek
Matthew
Carr
Stafford?
Doesn't make the plays. Justin Herbert
Stafford?
makes like on fourth fucking down. He's stiff arms Max Crosby, gets away, throws a laser to the back of the end zone. Keenan Allen talked his shit too prematurely. I like to add. Premature shit was ejaculated. But this is why he's in that class because he makes magic when there's no magic to be had.
I don't think he's in that class.
Oh my god, he's
maybe next year he'll get in there.
This guy says that.
I think at the end of the day,
shut up.
At the end of the day, you have to win.
Expose you. This guy says that, and then at the end of the game, he's like, "Oh, I knew the fucking Raiders are gonna fucking lose Herbert."
That's in the fucking moment, dude. I can't be a fan. Is it a fucking crime?
No, because you got fucking flashbacks of last year when he almost ripped your fucking heart out when it's an 18
almost keyword drive. Max almost.
No, but he fucking did. The Chargers didn't rip the fucking heart out. He can't do it all. He can't go stop the run and play 3 technique.
It sounds a little bit like Stafford to me. It really does. It sounds a little bit like Stafford to me. That's what I'm thinking.
You put Carr, you put Justin Herbert on the fucking Raiders. It might be 11-0 right now.
I want to give you this, Max. And this is a shocking stat, man.
Okay, go ahead.
Who has more losses since Justin Herbert has entered the league? Who has more losses than Justin Herbert? Because he has the second most losses in the league. Who is he under?
How the fuck does he have the second most losses?
He has the second most losses.
So he's been in the league
as a
3
starting
years.
Quarterback. He's been in the league 3 years.
But the Chargers, there's no way that's true. There's no way
that is absolutely true. That is absolutely
Trevor Lawrence?
True. No. Matt
How does
Ryan.
Trevor Lawrence not have more losses? Oh, because he's played 2 years. Okay.
Yeah, because he played 2 years.
So don't worry. So next year when one's like, Trevor Lawrence has the most fucking losses of any quarterback.
I know, but I'm just saying, since Herbert has entered the league, He has the second most losses next to Matt Ryan.
Oh
That's
my god.
something to say. Like
That
what?
doesn't
You're
mean
just gonna
shit.
ignore it? You're gonna ignore that?
Oh, this is the reason I love football, guys. It's the ultimate team sport. Until it's the fucking quarterback's fault.
I'm just saying, man. It's something to keep an eye on. Is
Yeah,
he talented?
fucking read the comment. You fucking asshole. We're supposed to play the comments.
He is
Even
talented
Brady
as
knows it.
shit. He is talented as shit. But I'm just saying, the
He's
guy has to
talented as
win at
shit,
some
guys,
point.
but the team around him is not good. So
Was this
fucking
not the
sucks.
year to do it?
Hey, asshole, they're hurt. They lost all their guys.
Now they're hurt. Oh, now when it
That's when
well,
Derek
now
Carr's
when it
like,
gets your
"We just keep
argument,
going that
now
wrong,
when it
guys.
gets your
It's a fucking
argument,
pass rush.
now
What
when
is
it fits
McDaniels
your
doing?
now when it fits your argument, you
No, it's
want to bring
not.
up
The argument's
injuries.
always been
Yes,
when it
you
comes
were
down to
saying
playing
that.
fucking quarterback. He's
No,
amazing.
don't fucking play me. Don't play me because when you're talking about the Chargers and you're like, yeah, everyone wants to say injuries, but they're losing these games. Like, but when it comes to
I
Justin
didn't say
Herbert,
it's fucking
you gotta
Herbert. I
bring
said
up.
the fucking Chargers lose. All you're like is Herbert lost. Hey, it doesn't matter. His coach is
He is
fucking
losing.
drinking and coaching. Doesn't fucking matter. It's like, hey, let's go.
I hope
Hey,
Brandon Staley is
hold on.
not.
Let me do it. Hold on. Hey, it was 4th and 1 on the 30 fucking yard. Let's go for it right here. But hey, there's a whole half of football. We can play defense. No. Let's fucking go for it. Let's call the worst fucking play in the world and go for it.
I hope Brandon Staley's not drinking, but it really does seem like he.
Hey, let's hand the ball to Austin Eckler so we can fumble the fucking game away against the Raiders. Yeah, just blame it on fucking Herbert. Yeah, let's make him go 18 plays and 96-yard drive and fucking fourth quarter with 1 second left on the clock. Yeah, let's do it, guys.
By the way, Max, you should really become a Charger fan because you fight.
I'm trying to, man. My application got denied
because they don't have any fans. They don't exist.
I didn't know where to
it didn't go anywhere. I know it didn't go anywhere.
Return to sender.
All right, look, man. Maybe I am being a little hard, but all I'm saying, dude, is that the kid is talented. Like I said, Justin Herbert is amazing talent.
Yeah, I mean, Derek Carr.
But at some point,
candle.
but Derek Carr has beat him more times than he.
I think the Raiders have beat the Chargers, right? It's a fucking.
Just saying.
That's like me saying, "Hey, I beat one in a throw off, but my team lost, so I won." Get the fuck out of here!
I'm just saying, dude. And there's been multiple times where Derek Carr has went toe to toe with Justin Herbert, but that's besides the point. But that's besides the point. Look, my main thing is that these losses need to turn into wins some point. Look, this year you can use all the excuses. Brandon Staley, throw it at it. The injuries, throw it at it. I get it. I fight the same fight with Derek Carr for years. But at some point, the guy has to start winning.
Consistent.
The guy has to start winning. I've said it with Carr, though. The guy has to start winning. The reason why I defended him last year, Max, why? Because he fucking won.
So let me just ask you something. So all those fucking years, you guys sucked. And you were defending Carr.
Once you win,
it doesn't matter. It's a team fucking sport. Unless Derek Carr can go out there and fucking rush the edge, don't talk to me.
Once you win, Max,
oh my God, this is the stupidest thing. You sound like those fucking people that said Stafford's not a good quarterback. He doesn't win. Hey, assholes, he's always been good. It's a team fucking sport.
But Stafford has won, Max. Stafford has
won last year.
Yeah, that was last year, but he even won with the Detroit Lions. He's had big playoff games.
Oh, he had 1 year. He's had big
playoff games, and he's had big games. Like he's won games. Justin Herbert hasn't won games. Yes, it's young. It's early in his career, but he hasn't won games.
That's the fucking problem. What I'm talking about. It's not. Should never fucking be. Justin Herbert doesn't win games. Hey, fucking Mac Jones won a game last year. He didn't throw the fucking ball. Josh Allen, you got to be better.
So if he's just this like amazing talent, Max, but he keeps on losing, is he still like a good quarterback?
Hey, this is why football's the best.
I'm just saying, look, Max, I understand 1 year. I understand the first 3 years of his career. I get it. I'm not, you're over here getting worked up over no reason.
No,
his first 3 years. I'm just
saying one.
No, his first 3 years.
Those fucking people that are like, man.
But you're not understanding me here. You're not understanding me. If this keeps on continuing, and he doesn't even get a playoff berth.
It's time to fucking move the fucking team then and get the fuck out of LA. Get a new fucking coach who doesn't drink and coach and say, hey, fourth and 50? Got it.
I get you, Max. Like this year, Brandon Staley, defense, 26.
You fucking call for the guy's head every fucking 6 hours and you're like,
yeah. And I completely agree, Max. But look, how many times are we going to use that excuse? The guy has to win. I think at some point, He should win. He's that talented. But all I'm saying, if he keeps on losing, Max, this is going to be an issue.
Yeah, if
he
the
has
Chargers
to win.
keep on fucking losing, let's blame it on the fucking quarterback. Let's blame it on the quarterback. Let's blame every fucking loss and every game on the fucking quarterback.
All these other quarterbacks you're bringing up, like Matthew Stafford, Derek Carr, they have had winning seasons. They've brought their teams to the playoffs.
All right. I just want to ask you one question. One last question about the quarterbacking.
And
Josh Allen versus Patrick Mahomes last fucking year. Josh Allen got to play better. That's lost on him.
Hold on. Josh Allen, he has had seasons to bring him to the playoffs. Derek Carr, seasons bringing him to the playoffs. Now, wait. Shut up.
It's a team.
Shut up. Stop.
Because they went to the playoffs and he sucked.
Wait. I'm not finished. He's in the middle of his third year right now. It's not over. I understand. He has a long career ahead of him. But if this continues, it's going to be an issue. Give me one season with the playoffs. That's all I'm saying.
This continues of a fucking stupid organization not building well enough around a fucking guy. Let's blame the fucking guy. Hey, Carmelo.
Phillip Rivers made it to an AFC championship at least.
God, you're on fucking drugs because God forbid it's the fucking Raiders and you're like, it's not their car. For 50 fucking years. Hey, Phillip Rivers had the number one defense, the number one fucking offense didn't go to the fucking playoffs. Blow me.
That's the biggest fucking Chargers stat in the world.
It's fucking Phillip Rivers. Hey, the Bills went to the fucking playoffs 2 years before Josh Allen with Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah, very true.
The team fucking sport. Hey, the Eagles went to the playoffs last year. They couldn't throw the fucking ball.
And I get that. I get that. But
it's the quarterback.
If it keeps
on
continuing,
I get your logic. It's the quarterback.
If it keeps on continuing, it's an issue.
It couldn't be the organization or the coaching.
It definitely is the organization.
Then what the fuck does it matter? What the fuck? Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, but you act like, Max, that the quarterback has like nothing involved.
No. What the fuck's he supposed to do? Just tell me. What the fuck can Herbert do right now to get this fucking shit going?
I think sometimes in quarterbacks' careers, Max, like Matthew Stafford, and I keep on saying these names, Matthew Stafford, Derek Carr, they've had hectic around him, right? Like Matthew Stafford, he was playing for the fucking Lions, dude. But there was years where he overcame it, and they were a good team, and they made a playoff run, or they made it to the playoffs. That's all I'm asking.
So Derek Carr's been in the playoffs.
That's all I'm asking.
Derek Carr's been in the
playoffs.
Yes,
he's had 2 years of at least like, dude, hectic around him, horrible defense, injuries all over the place, and he's got it done. Now, is Derek Carr more talented than Justin Herbert? No, but I want to see that year from Herbert. I understand the Chargers are a fucking mess, but let's see it. Hopefully it comes next year. Maybe it could be this year. The season's not over. But that's all I'm saying, Max. If this continues, it's like, okay, how many times are we going to blame the organization?
Is Justin Herbert been playing good?
Not this year.
He's not playing good.
Not this year.
He's not playing good with dog shit around him and throwing the ball. It hit the receiver in the fucking hands on 4th and 13.
Not this year. And
you're on drugs.
He hasn't been playing.
Take off the Raider beanie and let's
no. I mean this with all seriousness. He hasn't been playing good this year, and it's a big reason because the defensive injuries and the offensive injuries. That's why.
If you look at the way he fucking has to play, he's playing fucking good. You're out of your fucking mind. Sorry, it's not perfect. Sorry, it's not, hey, we have a really great offensive fucking coach like Josh McDaniels. Hey, sorry, the offense is shitty. Yeah, it's a million excuses for Herbert. It's the fucking truth. The truth's not a fucking excuse. Hey, you drink and drive, you get arrested. And what's your excuse? Oh, I drank. That's not an excuse. That's the reason that you fucking got arrested.
And you keep on having excuses. I hope it stops.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. There's no excuses. It's the fucking facts. Like you love to point out. It's not a fucking excuse. It's a fact. Hey, is it a fact that Josh Allen lost a playoff game because of a fucking coin flip? Is that a fact or is that an excuse?
That's an excuse.
That's an excuse. Okay. Hey, Josh, you should have got your ass out there and fucking covered Travis Kelce.
But that's an excuse,
okay,
though.
So we're glad.
There's numerous plays in the game like that could have been made. Like you said, it's a team
That's every
sport.
fucking game.
But he still played good, though. And he was already in the playoffs. Those are big playoff games, Max. I'm not asking Justin Herbert to
excuses for Josh Allen.
But look, Max, I'm not asking Justin Herbert to win a fucking Super Bowl. I'm asking Justin Herbert to make a playoff run.
Why don't you ask the fucking Chargers to make the fucking playoff run? Because this is one whole thing about football's better than basketball, guys. It's the ultimate team fucking sport.
It is. But quarterback has a lot to do
one
with
guy
it.
can't do it alone.
But quarterback has a lot to do with it, Max.
One guy can't do it alone, guys. One guy can't do it. But now I want to make it so one guy has to fucking do it alone.
Look, you're making all the cases for Justin Herbert. I get it. He's good.
No, it applies to all fucking quarterbacks in the fucking NFL. Because when Tom Brady wins, Mac Jones wins a fucking game and he hasn't completed one pass, we're like, yeah, let's fucking go, Mac. A fucking team has won a game, but when they haven't completed a fucking pass, that should speak to what the game's
great
about.
ones, Max. The great ones, Max, do it consistently. They're consistent.
Consistently,
consistent.
Great, I guess. When he went to the playoffs 3 fucking
but he's not an all-time great. He's a fringe Hall of Fame player.
And Justin Herbert's 3 fucking years into it.
Yeah, and Justin Herbert, don't you think he has the talent to be that Hall of Fame guy?
No, he's already on he's on a path. He's on a path to being.
He's on a path.
Great. Now, here's the thing. Though.
I'm holding him to a higher standard.
Hey, you didn't win enough. Except you always had to bleed around dog shit. Your organization's a fucking joke. So it's your fault. Let's just keep thinking about the quarterback. We're in the fucking 21st century. Football's a team sport, like you like to talk about.
It's not 100% his fault.
Hey, then you're going to say this. Hey,
it's not 100%.
Every fucking position has a plays they can make in the game that could win the game.
It's not 100% his fault. It's not black and white. There is a gray area, of course, but there's a percentage that's on the quarterback. That's a lot. And that's the facts of it.
That's the facts. It
is
a
fact.
Team sport until it's a quarterback sport.
I think that's a fact because you know how important the quarterback position is.
The quarterback position is an important one, but when you surround
why aren't we picking the Niners
dog
this week?
Shit, and
why
it
aren't
still
we picking the Niners?
Kind of good. Let's talk about that.
Why aren't we picking the Niners this week?
Why are we picking the Niners? I didn't pick the Niners.
Why aren't we picking the Niners?
Because we have no idea what that fucking quarterback is.
My
idea.
God. Now
Jimmy
no
can't
idea.
pick the fucking Niners in a heartbeat.
But you just said the reason why you were picking the Bucs, but now you switch it up.
They're 3 out of their last 4.
But now you're switching it up. You said the reason why you weren't picking the San Francisco 49ers is because of Brock Purdy. What position does he play, Max?
Hey, he's played it one fucking game. That's why. It's not like, hey, it's Jimmy, it's a fucking veteran like Tyrod Taylor. I picked the Niners. It's because this guy might just throw the fucking game away. But hey, if he doesn't, the Niners will probably win. If it was anyone other than Brock Purdy who's played fucking one half of football, I would have picked the Niners. I picked the fucking so did you.
I just think Max. I picked the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because the quarterback position is just so important.
Yeah, but does Tampa not have any other talent on the team? Does Tampa not have a decent roster?
No, they have more than a decent roster. But
okay,
all I'm saying,
so that would factor in too, I would assume.
But this is my main thing, Max. Quarterback is just not a fucking position on the field. It's not just like, oh, we're missing our center. Oh, we're missing our left guard. Oh, we're missing our safety. Oh, we're missing our
kidding. It's an important position. But it's not the only position out there because we've seen
it's not the only position.
Where a quarterback can suck and the team wins or the team loses. Doesn't matter.
Yes, and in a game setting in a singular game, that's the case. But when it comes through a whole resume of someone's career and they're just losing, and they don't even show you a season that they can win, that's a problem. That's an issue.
Yeah. Let's just make it all about one guy. Let's be that podcast. I'm down. From now on, I will solely just make it a one quarterback fucking every game, you're not getting. I will say, hey, quarterback wasn't good enough. I am down to do that if that's what we want to do.
Max, it's not a singular game.
No. I'm going to make it the whole fucking year.
No, I'm talking about a resume, Max.
Hey, Eagles or Jalen
resume.
Hurts. Eagles or Jalen
and
Hurts.
He wins.
He's the best. It's him.
He's a big reason why.
He's the only reason.
You guys think you guys are going to be doing that with your backup quarterback?
I think the Eagles would be fucking good with Gardner Minshew. They'd still be fucking like 9-4. Hey, the offense looked good when he was there last year. What the fuck you talking about? Hey, last year was Jalen Hurts?
Look.
Was it Jalen Hurts last year?
Like I said, the guy is a great talent. No one's disputing that. No one's saying that he sucks. But being part of this league and being great, you have to win football games. You have to win. Okay? You have to
You
win.
have to win.
You can't just throw up fucking stats and be like, oh, he's good. You have to win. And Justin Herbert has to have a year when he wins. Maybe it's this year. Maybe it's next year. Yes, the Chargers are an issue, but his talent should be at least 1 year out of his career and be like, you know what? He fucking put the team on his back. He showed why he's one of the best quarterbacks, and he fucking won. He brought the Chargers to the fucking playoffs. That's all I'm asking for. Playoffs.
I've seen the guy put the fucking team on his back, and it's still not fucking enough. So what? Then what? Then what do we say? He needs to do it more.
He needs to take it up.
He needs to do
another
it more.
level.
Hey, you need the team on your back even harder.
He needs to take it up another level, and his career's not over. A lot of these guys are coming back next year that are injured, but we need to see it. It's been 3 years since he's been in the NFL. He's second to last in losses. That's an issue.
Yeah. It's totally an issue on the quarterback.
That's
position.
An issue.
100%.
It's an issue.
100%.
It's not a. It's
Justin
no.
Herbert,
it's not 100% on
Justin
him.
Herbert.
It's not a
never throw an incompletion.
It's not 100. It's not 100% on him.
No. But he needs to be better. He needs to be better. I see it. Justin Herbert.
It's not 100%.
Called out.
It's not 100% on him, but some of it has to do with him.
I agree. It's not 100. It's like 90.
No, it's not 90. You're being sarcastic, but I'm saying some of it has to do with him.
No,
it's just not like, oh, you get a free pass.
How does it go from you went from he's got to win to some of it? I don't understand that. If he has to do it, it's all on him. If he's got to put the whole team on his back, it's all on him. Now it's some of it. I don't get it.
Some of the blame, Max. I'm saying some of the blame.
Yeah. Hey, he's had bad games. Agree. Like the Chiefs game, he threw a fucking pick. That blame's on him.
Yeah,
got it. But let's just not look at anything else. Let's just say quarterback.
That's not what I'm saying, though. That you're taking words out of my mouth, though. I'm not saying that, Max. I'm saying he has to start winning because part of the issue is part of him. Like, it's just not like, oh, all this stuff is happening. Nothing has to do with you, bro. Like, are we just? It's just 0%.
No. It's not 0%. But he's
that's
the
all I'm
minority
saying.
Of the blame. Okay,
that's all I'm saying.
You went from saying it's not 0%. That is the least what you were saying. The whole fucking argument was. Yeah, it's a little bit his fault.
He's part of it.
He's part of it.
He's part of it.
Yeah, that's like saying part of it's fucking Austin Eckler too, right? He's not a big chunk of the reason they fucking lost their.
Yes.
Okay.
Dude, you act like I'm not saying that it's a team game.
No, you literally have been framing your conversation like it
quarterback has the most blame and fucking praise on the field. So when they win, you can't just put it all on him because people always put it all on him when they win. It's Justin Herbert. So you got to have that same energy when they lose.
Correct. Even though the guy played his fucking heart out and made amazing fucking plays.
I think majority of NFL players play their heart out.
I don't see a majority of the quarterbacks in football making the unbelievable plays that Justin Herbert makes on a week in and week out basis. So until I see that,
he makes incredible plays, dude.
So the other quarterbacks that don't make the fucking incredible plays and win, let's give them. Let's say their plays.
He's second to last in losses.
I couldn't give a shit less that he's second in fucking losses.
But if
he entered the
so,
league.
You're not gonna give a shit if it continues.
I don't give a fuck if it continues. Because at the end of the day, when I watch the fucking tape and I just see a guy making amazing fucking plays and his team lets him down, I won't care. Just like I'll say, Aaron Rodgers is to blame for that playoff loss. No, I'm not that type of guy. Hey, he did enough. The special teams fucked up the whole game. They were a problem all fucking year. They didn't get addressed one time. They were the worst special teams. They're the worst special teams again. But let's just blame the fucking quarterback for the loss. Let's not blame that. Let's not blame the fucking unit.
I would say this, Max.
Fucking game down.
I would say this, Max. This is not the first time we've had this debate about it. And I just think there's a discrepancy of our debate of saying like it's black and white. Like, I think you're always getting me mixed up with putting 100% on the quarterback. That's not the case. I'm never gonna be that guy that fucking says like, oh, this dude had nothing to do with it. This dude, like, there's nothing we can blame him for. Everyone has a part on that field. And unfortunately, Quarterback has the most. We've had this conversation with Aaron Rodgers. Like, unfortunately, the quarterback position is just that important. It's that much of football. It's so much of it. Unfortunately. Yes. But as far as putting a whole resume together, I hope he doesn't keep on losing. Because if he keeps on losing, I think it's an issue. That's all I'm saying about Justin Herbert.
We're just going to continue to disagree.
Yeah, and that's fine. That's fine. Agree to disagree. But I don't think it's black and white like you're saying. Like, you're missing, you're not getting my point of saying, like, oh, so you're saying it's 100%, like it's always on him. Oh my God, it's all his blame. You're saying 100. I'm not saying that. Just saying he has a majority of some type of blame because he's the quarterback. That's all I'm saying. And I don't think that's a problem.
I thought it was a problem that there's a blame.
No, I'm saying I don't think that's a big like problem of me thinking that.
We're gonna disagree. You're gonna disagree. So we have one more game to pick.
Can we pick it in a civilized people without you carrying on the debate?
Oh yeah, without me. Yeah, it takes one to tango nowadays, guys. Yeah, we can be civilized because it's the game doesn't matter.
Arizona Cardinals 4-8 going against the New England Patriots 6-6. Cardinals have been absolutely fucking terrible this year, but they're only 1 point underdogs in this one. Money line, New England is minus 125. Arizona is plus 105, 44.5 points. Injuries for the Patriots. Damian Harris, doubtful. Isaiah Wynn, questionable. Jalen Mills, questionable also. Cardinals injuries. Zach Ertz on IR, still with that knee injury. Byron Murphy back. He is questionable. And DJ Humphries, back injury. He's on IR. All right, Max, what you think about this one? Raven, hold on. Sorry, Raven is getting a kick out of our fucking quarterback talk with Justin Herbert. We appreciate you, Raven, staying in here for this.
I think Raven's a Bills fan too, so like that's even cooler. We always support.
You can't be a Bills fan being named Raven, my boy. Come on.
Oh yes, sorry, Raven. Your parents named you that. Something should named you fucking Buffalo.
Hey, low key, if your name is Raven, bro, you got to put that because that's a dope ass name. I don't think his name is really Raven though. I think he put that because he's a Baltimore fan. Still in here. Put what fan are you? Yeah, Bills Mafia. You can't be Raven. You can't be
another thing you were wrong about. Look at that. Two in a pod.
I told you don't carry it on, Max.
No, I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying you were wrong about Bills Mafia. But like this game, I really don't want to pick. I really hated picking this game. I don't know how you felt about it. Kyler scares me because New England traditionally struggles with the running quarterbacks, but I think this offense is so dog crap, and it's so stagnant. I mean, Kyler Murray's blaming Cliff Kingsbury. I thought they were supposed to be best buds, and the writing's on the wall that this is ending in a bad place. So maybe if they lose this game, it'll be fire Cliff. But I'm going New England 22-17. This is not a fun game to pick. I don't really trust New England, and I don't trust the Cardinals.
Have you seen anything of the Hard Knocks for the Cardinals?
No, I haven't. I saw a bunch of clips of Kyler playing COD. Oh, sorry, wrong video,
wrong show.
Yeah.
I'm going with the Cardinals, man. I'm going with off the plain fact of like they can't stop running quarterbacks, and I don't trust Mac Jones with the Patriots. I don't trust the offense that much with the Patriots. The only reason
why did you love picking this game?
Yeah, I fucking hated it because you can't trust any of these teams all year. Like they've been so inconsistent. And with the Cardinals, on the other hand, is this bad for the Ravens, low-key, the way that it's gone for Kyler Murray, like with his contract? Do you think like this creates pause for like any team that's going to pay their quarterback going into this year? I think it's only Lamar, right? That's only like the big quarterback. I think everyone else has gotten paid in his class.
Well, I mean, he's the free agent of the bunch, but I mean, not to not trying to bring up Herbert, but I think he's up for an extension.
Yeah.
So like they're going to be looking to pay him. Who else? Tua has a chance to be extended. Joe Burrow
Because
could be on there.
We've gotten 3 quarterbacks this year, Max, that have gotten paid over. What's Kyler getting paid? Over like 180, 190?
Yeah, I mean,
is he in the 200 range?
I can't remember offhand. I'd have to look it up, but I
So
don't
we got
think
Wilson.
It just depends how you feel about Lamar as a player or Lamar as a person. Because I think the biggest reservations, and they had that big like clap back with that clause of watching film. Hey, they put that in there for a fucking reason, guys. He signed the fucking contract with that in it.
No. They took it out at the last
minute. No. That because the media got fucking wind of it. He was gonna fucking sign that thing with that in there because they fucking know. They didn't just say, "Hey, Juan, would you ever want to put that in the contract unless you thought it necessary?" You think that's a good look?
That is a horrible look, bro.
So it was in there for a very specific reason.
Yeah.
And that's the fucking truth of the matter. And the truth of the matter is, Kyler Murray, Cliff Kingsbury, whoever you want to blame, Juan, I will go with.
I hate you so much.
I don't know. I know. I'm saying this is a serious point, but I don't want to make it like a joke. There's a lot of blame to go around this Cardinals team. They have been an utter disappointment. Like, you could say the Chargers have been mediocre. They've been worse.
Yeah.
They've been really bad.
And I would say this, as crazy as this sounds, I think you can't even think about like picking Cliff Kingsbury's side. You already dealt with Kyler. I know they signed Kingsbury too.
Cliff, but it's like a bullshit. Like teams don't give a fuck.
Yeah, exactly. Ravens saying both offenses are crap, leaning New England due to death.
Defense. Yeah, I like that.
No, Murray was a joke. Remember what the contract clause? Yeah, that's what it just said.
Exactly.
Yeah, that shit was absolutely nuts. Yeah. If I'm the Ravens, I just think it creates some pause because all 3 of these quarterbacks that have struggled this year, and I know Kyler has like semi kind of struggled. It hasn't been to the level of Russell Wilson, but at the end of the day, like he still is struggling.
But would you say Lamar's really struggled?
No. I'm saying 3 quarterbacks as far as Deshaun so far.
Oh, I mean, Russell. Come on, throw him out. That's not fair. That's not
Russell.
Fair. It's Russ and Kyler.
Okay.
Herbert was having a bad year like 20 minutes ago to Juan, so I don't know. Let's throw him in there.
Not on that level at all.
Who else has been a bad quarterback who's been paid? Russ and Kyler. Yeah.
I think just Russ and Kyler.
People would say Rodgers has struggled, but I think that's more due to the stuff around him than him. No, and that's not a shot. I'm genuine saying people are going to say Rodgers having a down year. Everyone's going to say it, but it's like, everything's down compared to last year.
Yeah. But I would say like, I don't think teams are willing to give out money as they were a couple like months ago.
Well,
in the beginning of the year.
Don't you think Lamar's kind of a weird duck? And I don't mean
weird,
like
he's definitely not the character of Kyler. My whole thing with that 3 quarterback thing is like you understand it with Kyler, you understand it with Deshaun, and I'm throwing Deshaun just for good measure. Yeah, the character thing. But like Russell Wilson, like what? Besides him being fucking cringe, what character issues did he really have?
I don't like him. The teammates don't like him. I think that's a character issue.
Yeah, and you wouldn't think that fucking signing the guy, but because it's weird. It's not a character issue like if it would be with Kyler or Deshaun,
I think it is.
Getting the legal shit.
I think it's a character issue. Kyler doesn't do anything bad off the field other than play video games and like just have horrible body language.
Yeah, but like Russell Wilson, it's like you don't have to worry about him going to a masseuse or not.
No, but I'm saying, but if the guy fractures the locker room, how's that not a character thing?
Yeah. As far as when he signed that contract, people didn't think he was a locker room.
But the truth is, he always was, though. But we just didn't know.
At least with the defenses.
Yeah.
The defensive guys didn't like him. But I think it creates a little bit of pause for the Ravens as far as looking at the Cardinals situation. But let's hit a couple of these comments and then we'll do locks of the week. Lamar has shown under center skills this season. Put some healthy wide receivers around him, and he's a true OC. See, I think Lamar, man, with the shit that's gone around him this year, he's been absolutely fucking amazing, dude. I mean, they brought fucking Deshaun Jackson off the goddamn streets.
I'm just gonna hold my fucking
Say it,
right
no,
now.
say it.
Deshaun got that dog in him.
You mean
That's not what I was
Lamar.
gonna say. I don't want to say it.
Say it. No, you gotta say it. Come
Yeah.
on. Am I doing different
Good. I'm
with
good.
Lamar?
I'm gonna let it go. I'm working on myself.
Am I doing different with Lamar? Who's working? I got a question for you. Who's working with worse, Lamar or Herbert? I'm curious. See what you say.
Lamar's working with worse.
Okay.
On
I
offense.
just want to make sure of that.
On offense, he's working with worse.
Yeah.
Ravens
Herbert
are
definitely has a worse defense.
Ravens are a much better coach team. Even though do you feel like John Harbaugh gets some like disrespect?
I feel like he's the last 2 years, these like fourth down calls.
I mean, last year with Tyler Huntley, I feel like that's why he went for it twice, because it was Tyler Huntley, and it was like, we might as well fuck. I mean, hey, I guess when you do it and it works, you're the fucking greatest coach in the world.
Yeah, facts.
Like, that is just such a
I would say
line.
this though, man. Justin Tucker has bailed out Lamar so many fucking, and John Harbaugh so many.
He almost bailed him out this year. Who was it? Jacksonville? 68-yard field goal, and they're like, oh, might just get a win.
Watson contract looks so bad so far. He can knock off the rust. Look like crap last week. Yeah, the shit is still out on Deshaun. But if it winds up being bad like the way it has been, that's gonna be something to look at.
No, Ravens. Did this turn out to be an hour and 16 minutes? Our longest pick 'em and like the shortest week we've had in like 6 weeks.
Because we had a passionate debate. We haven't had one of those in a long. I think the last time
I just want to let the audience know this fucker intentionally started saying stuff to annoy me, because there's been times where he ignites the fire.
I just didn't want to drop it. I didn't want to drop it because
he didn't want to drop it. He just admitted it.
No. I didn't want to drop it in the sense of like not get everything out there and make sure that we know what we're arguing here, what we're debating here. That's all it was. I didn't want to end it of you thinking that it's 100%. That's all. I was just trying to get that through.
And by the way, no, it's not, he doesn't get 0% of the blame. He doesn't. By the way, in case you were wondering, I never thought that.
But in my case, I get blame. In your case, you don't get blame.
No. You're saying no. I'm just saying, like, you were saying it's not 100% Herbert's fault, and you were saying I'm acting like it's 0%. I'm saying it's not. It's
I just okay. I just want to
see. We made love. We made love at the end.
We made love.
That's why we get along. A couple of lovers.
Who's your lock of the week this week, Max?
Oh, I think we both. Come on, Texans. Do us great, baby.
Did you have anyone else on your pick sheet?
Okay, would this be the lock of the week if we took the points into it?
Fine.
That's what
I would
scary.
think so. It's more scary, but definitely enticing. Okay. If that was the case, if we had to do points, I would have picked the Raiders. I think that would have been a safer bet.
I think so too. Yeah. It also would have went.
Maybe we can throw that in. Like maybe we have to throw in the points, but that would make it hard. I don't think we're at that level yet.
I wonder we have been having
we've been having a hard enough time picking the fucking lock, dude. Like fuck the points.
Yeah, maybe the points would have helped us though.
For real, low key. All right, that's gonna do it, guys. We're at 1 hour and 18 minutes. We hope you guys enjoyed this one, man. That just goes to show you, dude. Two guys that fucking go at it, that fucking go at it and love fucking football, dude. I mean, that our passion fucking showed right there, man. And this is not anywhere close to what me and Max used to go at back in the day. There's a lot more fucking cussing involved.
Can you think of one from back in the day?
Back in the day, man, what did we really disagree on back in the day?
Definitely the first round picks don't matter thing that you were clearly been wrong about.
I was low-key thinking about that today, man. I don't want to bring it up because it'll start a whole other fucking
trend, my god. I'll bring it up during the draft.
Do you remember this one off the pod a couple I want to say it was probably like a year ago. But you remember the Damian Lillard and Klay Thompson one in NBA? I think we're talking about Damian Lillard being on the Warriors. and we had some big ass fucking talk about it.
What was
Like
your side of it?
I was saying that Clay can wind up fitting with Damian Lillard.
Yeah,
with him,
no.
Curry, and
That I
Clay.
don't think that's it then, because I agree with that.
Was that it? I can't remember.
No.
I want to. Maybe it was Curry
one about
and
Jimmy
Dame.
Butler and Clay, but then you said we were on the same side, and I vividly remember not being on the same side for like 2 years about it. I vividly remember that. I vividly remember you thinking J.R. Smith was LeBron's fault. J.R. Smith didn't know.
No. That wasn't me. You know who that one was.
Yeah.
Don't tie me up with
I
that one.
vividly remember you did not take my fucking side in that. You
No, I
fuck.
didn't take your side, but it was kind of like the same thing today.
I remember you used to
like
think Jimmy G was an elite quarterback for like 2 years. Oh wait, that was Joey.
Bullshit. Stop it.
It was Joey.
wrong guy. But back on the J.R. Smith one, that kind of ties into what we're arguing about today. I wasn't 100% with JR, but he definitely had a fucking.
No.
He
if
definitely
you don't know the
had
fucking score in the NBA Finals in your 10 seconds, you're a fucking idiot. I love J.R. Smith. I don't know what really happened. I don't think anyone will ever fucking know. I don't give a fuck what he says. I don't know. I don't know that
okay,
one.
I remember what it was, Max.
What was it?
When we're doing that pod, just a little brief. Me and Max did another pod. It was a fail. Okay, whatever. Yeah, go find it if you guys can.
I'll kill myself.
J.R. Smith misses the free throw.
It's game one of the fucking finals. J.R. Smith gets the rebound.
Yeah, the J.R. Smith game. Okay, the conversation was, my argument was LeBron should have had a little bit better body language after that moment. They went into OT.
This guy won. If that happened to Juan in real life, he would punch that guy in the fucking face. And he's talking about needs to have better body language. If Joey did that in the game of 2K, what would you do?
That's 2K.
You punch him in the fucking face.
They can't see my body language through the goddamn mic, okay?
Dude, we would hear your like expletives followed by more expletives. I'm trying to think of a football one we've really had that was
man.
I can't think of anything.
You know what? I want to say we had a Drew Brees one.
Oh yeah,
Noodle really hard on Brees. Yeah, Noodle arm.
Yeah, it was probably me saying something that pissed you off because you like Drew Brees a lot.
I think we've had a couple of Brady debates.
Yeah, fucking best that guy.
Yeah. Brady debates have been on.
Oh yeah, he played better than Mahomes in the Super Bowl or something. You said something stupid.
No,
like
stop.
Yeah,
I did not say that.
Well, you were like, Brady, just a fucking winner,
now you
man.
Just throwing shit out
wins.
There. Now you try to impress Raven right now because you want Raven to be on your side.
What's Raven been the last 6 weeks? Raven, please. Like, I don't know if Raven's here still, but like, where are you from? Curious. Like, are you from Buffalo?
I hope so. Don't be going. You can't be going with Raven though, man. You got to change your YouTube name.
No, that's fucking hard.
Shout out to any
boneless wings over bone in, just to fuck with you a little more. I don't know if honestly, I didn't know if I was in the right headspace to do this pod today, but I think I am.
I don't know if we're in the right headspace to even like have that argument. Lives in Alabama. But yeah, it's Buffalo area.
Alabama. Learn to spell your state, Raven. I love you, but come on, dude.
All right, man. Everyone, including Raven, man, we appreciate you guys rocking with us, man. If you guys are new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you guys are in the live chat right now, Raven, put a like on the video, man. Late night, I don't usually catch you live.
Spam who fucking won the argument, Max or Juan, before you fucking...
Raven's gonna go with you. I see his comments the whole time.
I know.
He was rolling. He was like,
if it had been his comments, he would have been clicking them like every fucking one would have been clicked, guys.
That's the beauty of having the control with the comments, man.
Oh,
give me that. Give me that. Give me that. That's right. He probably's mixed up though. Max is the one on the other side, bro. Maybe that's it. If it is, man, I appreciate it. Look, I appreciate it.
No, we didn't say who lost. We said who won.
I gotta catch this comment before we go. Had two.
Oh, he's trolling. He's trolling. All right. Raven,
He's getting a kick out of
from
it,
everyone
man.
in the Max and One Cast studio audience, thank you guys. I'm Max. He's One. What are we going to do, One? We're going to peace out.
We're going to peace out, bro. Have a good night, y'all. Peace.